I'm gonna tell you why this is the best deal on a high-end luxury truck in the used market 2024 model. '24 Chevy Silverado 2500 High Country, diesel motor, loaded up, basically same equipment you can get in a Denali or the AT4 in 2024. Brand new, this truck, MSRP, very similar to a Denali. Comparable equipment, you're gonna be mid-80s to upper 80s, brand new. Denalis are gonna be around the same money, the AT4s around the same money, but in the used market, these high countries are $5,000 to $8,000 less than a comparable Denali or an AT4. I don't know why, but that is literally how it is. I sell a ton of used trucks here at Mark Martin Motors. These high countries, whether it's maybe the little bit of chrome in the grille, maybe it's the interior, I don't know what it is, but in the used market on a high-end diesel pickup truck, these trucks, you can buy 2024s under 20,000 miles for under 75 grand. Denali comparable, upper 70s truck. You tell me in the comments why you're gonna pay more money for a Denali or an AT4 and why you don't wanna buy this high country. I'm curious, you let me know. You have the diesel motor, you have your like 22,000 pound tow capacity. I think fifth wheel gets you upper 20s, maybe low 30s tow capacity on these. I'm sure if that's not right, you guys are gonna correct me anyhow in the comments. But yeah, you're getting the same tow capacity as you're gonna get in a Denali and an AT4. High country, it's the same power plant. You know, you're getting the same motor. I think they're 470 horsepower, like 950 pound-foot of torque. These trucks pull a ton. Like fuel mileage, you're gonna get upper teens, low 20s. Without pulling something, you know, that's probably city highway mix. When you're pulling something, I've towed with one of these. Actually out to Kansas, I pulled a trailer, enclosed trailer, and I think I was averaging 11, 12 mile to the gallon. You're getting your HID headlights, you're getting your fog lights, you're getting, like on the high country, you still have your painted to match bumpers. You're still getting that sporty appearance package, right? And you can get these with a blacked out grille. You can get them with blacked out bow ties. So you can get that blackout look with these trucks. This particular one has the chrome grille, chrome hood insert, chrome tow hooks, you know what I mean? But you can get them all blacked out as well. This one has a set of chrome 20-inch wheels on it. This is your standard wheel tire on a high country 2500. And you can see the fender flares are plastic. You can get these painted to match as well. That's an option. You're getting your upgraded wheel well liner, the noise deadening, kind of like a carpety wheel well liner. You have your big trailer tow mirrors with the lights integrated into them. This has a set of fixed chrome running boards on it. Also an option when you buy these things new. Chrome door handles, but again, you can get those painted to match as well. And to be honest, maybe you can't new, but you can always do that used. Not a big deal. You got your step in the bed, standard GM. You're not getting an upgraded shock on this truck. I'm not sure if they use the Rancho in these. It might just be their standard GM standard shock on a 2500. You got your step here in the bumper. So the other thing with the high countries, you can get these with a multi-pro tailgate like the GMC would have, which has the step in it, or you can get a fixed tailgate like this, which is solid. So that's the one thing you will get with this truck. You can get a power tailgate, which is only specific to Chevy, because a GMC in a Denali and an AT4, you're gonna get the multi-pro tailgate, and if you have the multi-pro, you can't get the power tailgate option, which to be honest is pretty sweet. So you can open and close the tailgate from the key fob or inside the truck or the back of the truck, all power, right? Kind of a sweet option. You have the spray and bed liner, you got your high country badging there in the liner in the back. You got your standard hookup. This truck does not have it, but you can get the fifth wheel prep with your wiring and everything done up for hauling your camper. You have your sensors in the rear bumper, and you can see rear bumper's also painted to match. So they still give you that cool look. Like everything's painted to match. You don't have as much chrome as you would have had in the past. Still a sporty looking truck. This is their gray paint scheme. It's like a gray metallic, nice looking paint color on that truck. And probably the other thing too, like you have all your chrome badging here. Again, if you get the blackout package on the high country, you can get all this stuff painted to match or black. So that's something you can also get done if you like the sportier look. Same thing with the high country emblems here. That's something you can always get blacked out. And I honestly see a lot of that on some of the trucks we get in. Guys will do it. And again, I don't know if it actually is a factory option to get it blacked out, but I see all the time where guys are getting these either plastic dipped or they get them wrapped because they like the all black look. Let's go to the inside of this thing. All right, inside of the high country 2500, diesel or gas, standard interior, and actually you can get 2 different seat options in these trucks. This is like they're all black with some brown inserts, brown stitching. I believe you can still get the two-tone, which is like a black and brown interior in the High Country. This they came out with because I think a lot of guys, I know in the past, they had like a orangey brown interior that guys were like, they didn't like it. And I think they did this to kind of give you that not as overwhelmingly like King Ranch style interior, right? This is kind of more of the safe black. You get the brown wood trim, you know, more tasteful in my mind, honestly. And for me in the used market, it's an easier sell. Guys are like, okay, yeah, I can live with this interior, it's not crazy. So you have your perforated seats, you have your heated and cooled seats, standard equipment on a High Country, lumbar support, power driver, power passenger seat. High Country is embroidered into the back of the headrest. And you can see when you start it up, you're getting kind of, this is like your High Country screen with the mountain range. I'm gonna start this bad boy up. So you can see, High Country, that was your High Country specific, you get the mountains in there. This truck, heated cooled seats, climate control. This one has the power sliding rear window. It has the power sliding sunroof. That's honestly a combo you need to have. I would not own a truck without that combo. Get some nice airflow through there. You have navigation, you have your integrated trailer brake controller, heated steering wheel, adaptive cruise. This truck's set up with all of that stuff. You have your center console, you have your integrated phone charger right here. This center console, this layout right here is specific to a Chevy. The GMC is going to be a little bit different. Like you don't have as big of an area right here. I think the cup holders are similar, but then they have, it's changed up. It's weird, but from Chevy to GM, that is different, right? So this is Chevy specific. Wood grain here, wood grain here. Again, tasteful. This is actually like some sort of woodish material. Doesn't feel cheap, you know? I kind of like that. So the other thing with this truck, and like this particular one does not have the technology package. Gives you a camera in your rear view mirror, the heads-up display, some extra cameras and stuff with the truck. This one does not have it, but you can get it on a High Country, right? Just like a GMC Denali, a GMC AT4. So you can get this truck equipped basically identical to a GMC Denali AT4. There isn't a difference other than trim and the look of it. The other thing I'll look into here, we'll see what kind of cameras this guy has. So yeah, this actually does have front and rear cameras, your bed cameras. This guy does have all that, your tire wheel view, hitch view. So you have all that. You have your diesel exhaust brake in the diesel trucks. That is awesome. This again, that's your power tailgate up and down, which like we discussed, that is a Chevy only option. Yeah, front of this truck, guys, let's show you the back of it. All right, back of the Silverado 2500 High Country. You can see again, same stitching in the seats, and it might be hard to see with the camera, but this is like a brownish underlay, and the top part's black. So it's like black and brown leather, but like in the perforations, you can see the brown. So it is tasteful, I like that. These guys, you have your flip down cup holders there. The other neat thing with this is you have hidden compartments behind the seats, right? Kind of a cool little feature. Guys like to hide their, I don't know, hide their toys in there. Rear air vents, heated rear seats, truck's loaded up. And then the other thing too, like these carpet liners, this is specific to a High Country too. So these have that kind of brown and black tone to them as well for your floor mats, right? Kind of cool. And then all these seats do flip up, right? You got your jack. This has all the extra wiring with the truck, jack equipment. All right, guys, that is the High Country 2500. All right, guys, so I showed you this truck, all right, the High Country 2500, 2024 model, diesel engine. Honestly, my opinion, if you don't have to have the look of a GMC Denali or the AT4, and you can do the look of having a Chevy badge on the front and that High Country trim, this is a way better buy. You're gonna save yourself $5 to $8 grand getting a High Country, and that's the case with the 2500s and actually the 1500s. These trucks, you just don't get as much money for them. It's funny enough, that's just the way it is. So you tell me what you rather have. Would you rather have this High Country 2500 or a Denali 2500? MSRP brand new, very similar in the used market. These High Countries are thousands less than a comparable Denali. So that is, in my opinion, High Country's a way better buy, other than, again, some cosmetic features, some trim, some paint, interior, you know, interior is a little bit different. I'd say go with that High Country 2500. You want to check these trucks out for sale, markmartinmotors.com. We got a bunch of them.